Things are tantalizingly close to the victory mile. We are now just 2 meters away from the rescue of 41 Indian workers inside the collapsed Silkyara tunnel in Uttarkashi district of Uttarakhand. The families of those 41 workers trapped inside have been working for 17 days, and now it all boils down to 2 meters between safety and what has been 17 days inside what so many people believed could have been a death trap. Those 2 meters offer many challenges. The drilling of those 2 meters is not going to be easy. But here's the very latest that we're breaking to you in our non-stop primetime coverage of India's biggest rescue. This is the last mile viewer of this rescue operation. The rescue teams are being very cautious. They are not in a rush because they've got to get it right. There are still many possibilities of risks and challenges. Over 400 hours of rescue operations are now in their final lap. And that's the reason why failure is simply not an option for this amazing, brave crew that is risking its own life for the lives of 41 of their compatriots who are trapped inside the Silkyara-Barkot tunnel in Uttarkashi. 2 meters of drilling is left. That pipeline has almost completely been inserted. Certain precautions are being taken. All of these being conducted manually. Remember, where machines have failed, the human hand has succeeded. It's the big lesson from this rescue operation. But we'll talk about that a little later, because the celebration will happen once those men are safely out. Mausami Singh, who's with us live from the tunnel site, has been reporting right through what has proven to be an extremely crucial, and anxiety-inducing day for the families, for all of those who are watching, who feel very, very personally invested now in the well-being of those 41 men. Mausami, one of the big things over the last 24 hours has been where machines have failed, humans appear to be succeeding. Where a lot of Western technology, has come a cropper, it appears that, certain controversial techniques being employed are actually showing results. It's amazing, Mausami.
Absolutely, it's the triumph of the human spirit, of the unity and the belief that one can succeed if one tries. And that's what we've seen throughout this entire rescue operation, Shiv, that has hit many obstacles. Several mechanisms, several plans being executed simultaneously. Till afternoon, there was vertical drilling that was happening, and that had reached almost 46 meters, we were told, and even more later in the day. And the horizontal drilling went on till Friday with that auger machine, and then all of a sudden there was a complete blackout, because the only hope that that the humans thought was that machine that would actually bail the workers out. And here, the rat miners, they stepped in, and I have said that earlier, ordinary men doing an extraordinary job, and how brave they were when they were taking this errand. They said that we are going to help our fellow brethren there, and they were very confident that they would crack this one. And that's one reason, we've seen an entire amalgamation of agencies of state and the union government coming together right at this focal point of the I see some activity. Perhaps I don't know, it's too far to zoom in. But at the
we've got visuals on our screen showing some kind of commotion, Mausami. Yes, keep going.
Right. So, I believe that that either the Chief Minister, Uttarakhand Chief Minister, is leaving the spot, because we can see that Innova, which you can see in the visuals, that's leaving the spot. General VK Singh was also here. All the family members have been told to go back and have their dinner. So perhaps an indication that this entire event could take more time. Satya, can you just zoom in on that car? I think the Chief Minister is leaving, and we will try and get a sense. I don't know whether we can really sprint there. Satya, let's try and get to the Chief Minister. It's the Chief Minister, Satya.
We've got a zoomed frame on the Chief Minister, Mosmi. Don't worry about that.
Well, we'll get a mic there. Sir, CM Saab. Sir. थोड़ा बता दीजिए परिस्थिति. So perhaps he indicated to us there that he will be communicating something. He just told us to wait, Shiv. Okay. So the Chief Minister there, leaving the spot, he hasn't gone off. He has not gone out. He's gone to the core planning room perhaps, and thereby perhaps we could get an indication from him that what's happening there inside, because 2 meters was the stretch that they had to complete, and then ferrying the 41 workers out would also take some time. So the central government, the state government, all the agencies, they are on high alert. We are seeing that the Chief Minister is right here on ground zero. That really means that, you know, the breakthrough is not very far away.
Breakthrough not far away. Let's hope that Pushkar Singh Dhami, the Chief Minister of Uttarakhand, has some good news to relay. Mosmi Singh spotting the Chief Minister leaving from there. It appears that there could be some good news to share. We're going to wait for that until we get it from official channels, including the Chief Minister's office. General V.K. Singh, Union Minister, has also been on site, as have been Prime Minister's office officials, but the thanks in large part needs to go to the workers on the ground. They're the ones taking that risk, and the tunnelling is not going to stop, Mosmi. We just heard Lieutenant General Atta Hasnain confirm to us that the work is not going to stop, like it has been continuing through the night these last few days. Even now, with lights, with all kinds of equipment, that tunnelling will take place. So it could take place overnight. There could be a breakthrough as well.
Oh, absolutely, Shiv. It could be late in the night or overnight that the breakthrough is very close. Importantly, you know, as you just spoke to the man who was really in the thick of things, and he also highlighted the fact that, you know, we are ready for any hurdle, any ups and downs, and even if there is a centimeter left, we know that there could be a hurdle or an obstacle, and that's why, you know, the agencies and the government seem to be in hold of the situation, in control of the situation. But, you know, the fact is, the harder thing to manage is the emotions. The family members, they've been waiting to assure the workers inside that you will see the light of the day, and it will be the light at the end of the tunnel, to tell them to hold on. That's the difficult part, and that's why, you know, everybody wants it quick. Even the agencies and the administration would want that it's sooner than later that this happens, because everybody is waiting, Shiv. And, you know, there have been family members who are from the poorest of poor backgrounds. They've been speechless. They've been waiting out in the cold. They've just gone out. They've just been taken to have some meal, but that's going to be a very hard time for them, because they hope that by the afternoon their loved ones would be out. But I would still say that it's going to happen. A little more patience, and then it will be a triumph of sorts for all the people who've really been involved, and all the people and countrymen and women who have been praying.
I think you make a very important and empathetic point, Mosmi. The families that have been waiting anxiously for 17 long days, were hoping that today would provide that kind of a breakthrough. I think the spotlight on this story has suggested that their loved ones would be able to come out. That's also because of the indications that have been coming from the site. But the sun has set. It's dusk over Uttarkashi, and we expect that this operation could yield some kind of a breakthrough overnight as well. And we hope that the families that have spent an absolutely unimaginable 17 days of anxiety and fear for their loved ones will only have to wait a little bit longer before they can finally exhale and celebrate. Mausami, some of the families have come there. Many of the families have chosen to remain, but the administrators of this rescue operation have been in touch with those families. Where are these families staying? Who's taking care of them? Are they being attended to at this point of time? Because this is a very precarious situation, where tempers can fly, emotions can spill out as well, Mausami.
Absolutely, Shiv, and my heart goes out, goes out to all the family members who've been waiting. It's been a very long and harrowing wait for them, and also for all the family members who are at home, who couldn't make it here. It's a particularly difficult situation, and many family members, I was told, had come earlier and then they were told to go back, and only one representative of one family is really here, and they are from the poorest of poor backgrounds. And I spoke to one of the fathers who said he'd lost his older son at a construction site in Mumbai, and the second son was actually caught here and trapped here in the tunnel. So, heart-wrenching stories like these, and I really think that they've also shown a lot of grit and determination and patience. They've stood by the agencies, stood by the government, and the only reward and the only prayer that they want answered is that they can see their loved ones hale and healthy and see them smile and with them. And so, it's been a lot of prayers, a small temple here that's seen devotees coming and thronging and praying, a lot of prayers that have been done all across the country, and a lot of technical know-how, a lot of coordination, unity amongst governments and nodal agencies, over a dozen nodal agencies we've seen. And even as you mentioned, the rat miners, ultimately they are the warriors who are on the ground trying to get these prayers answered, giving it a finality of sorts. And there is no way there could be another way as far as, the results are concerned, when everybody is so into it and it's so coordinated. And that's why we see this end result. Anytime from now, whether it's 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, India Today will be right here to get the live images of all the workers coming out, Shiv, and we'll try and get that glimpse, that moment of the family reunion after a very, very long and dark night.
Mausami, thank you very much for that update. Of course, we'll keep coming back to you. Needless to say, our team there on the ground, Mausami, Ashutosh, Amit, Ankit, are all going to be there overnight until the workers are rescued. Before I go back to our reporters on site, take a look at this report from the hospital, where the trapped workers will be immediately taken once they emerge from inside the tunnel. This report by Omkar Bahuguna from that hospital in Uttarkashi.
इस वक्त हम मौजूद हैं चिन्यालीसौड़ सामुदायिक स्वास्थ्य केंद्र पर। यही वो स्वास्थ्य केंद्र है जहां पर 41 मजदूरों को शिफ्ट किया जाना है और यहीं पर उनका प्राथमिक उपचार होगा। आप देख सकते हैं किस तरीके से अलर्ट मोड पर इस सामुदायिक स्वास्थ्य केंद्र को रखा गया है। सामुदायिक स्वास्थ्य केंद्र चिन्यालीसौड़ के रूप में ये जाना जाता है। यहाँ पर ये देखिए, पैरामिलिट्री फोर्स में ये आईटीबीपी के जवानों को यहाँ पर तैनात किया गया है। आईटीबीपी के जवानों की तैनाती इसलिए कि यहाँ पर कोई क्राउड अंदर इंटर न कर पाए, इस बात का ध्यान रखा गया है। यहाँ पर तमाम जो चिकित्सक हैं उनकी टीम तैनात है, जो कि 41 मजदूर जो फंसे हुए टनल के अंदर थे उनका चिकित्सकीय उपचार यहाँ पर किया जाना है प्राथमिक, और उसके बाद इन्हें एयरलिफ्ट करने की बात भी सूत्रों के माध्यम से सामने आई है। कैमरामैन आदेश नोटियाल के साथ ओंकार बहुगुना, चिन्यालीसौड़।
And Ashutosh is again live with me from the tunnel site. Ashu, the family members are waiting. The sun is set. This could be a big breakthrough sometime overnight, as Mausami and you and your team have been telling us, because the drilling itself is not going to stop. That's going to continue overnight until these men are rescued. 2 meters is not a lot of distance to cover, considering the progress that has been made in the last 24 hours.
Shiv, looking at the efficiency of these skilled workers who did it manually in a traditional way, the challenge is not actually the drilling anymore, looking at what they have been doing. The challenge is to actually ensure pushing those pipes, the escape tunnel, or you say the 800 dia pipe, exactly to the safer place from the end of those that debris area, because you do not want casualty for both the workers and the rescuers. So, because the machine is actually aligned on the auger machine, the machine is very much there, and this auger machine, what exactly it will do is the pushing the pipe inside the debris. So, for the safer area, the breakthrough has been achieved. They are able to see the workers on the other end, but you have to make a safe passage for the pipe. This is also reaching towards the debris end, but you require at least 2 to 3 meter safe passage for the pipe, because once the pipe is laid on a certain safe distance and making sure there is nothing falling from the top, from the cavity of the mountain which has collapsed inside, and once it is assured that people will be safe, only then the evac process can be completed, because you don't want to be jeopardizing the entire operation. So far there have been no casualty, no injury, nothing, so you don't want to risk the operation. What I feel a little strange, Shiv, that I see here right behind me in the tunnel, only if my camera can zoom inside and see that entire country is waiting for the first glimpse of this entire operation and the success of it. Somehow I see the authority in a very strange manner have put out a curtain, literally blocking the view of what is happening inside. And in fact, at this time, in the light that is visible inside the tunnel, we were able to see exactly what is happening. So even if there is a evac taking place or anything taking place at 200 meter distance, from the camera we were able to see everything. So far there have been transparency. I really don't understand this strange approach of the authorities, literally putting out a sheet of curtain and blocking the view. If there is an operation happening which is already underway, just 5 minutes ago, Chief Minister Pushkar Singh Dhami was here. He went inside. General VK Singh went inside. They carried nearly 41 garlands, and of course there will be a grand welcome of those trapped workers. This was a race against time, literally for 17 days. But now, because more and more transparency you bring for the people, it is, of course, look at the people across the nation. Probably at the moment, entire world is watching. They want to see how this evac is taking place. Of course, they have been giving information. Sometimes there have been even communication blockade, because there have been, of course, sense of disappointment whenever every operation failed. So at this moment, any development that need to be shared with the people with regards to this evac operation, this is not some strategic operation or something. It is an evac operation. People wants to know. They have been waiting for this moment, and if this is the day, it is not going to be less than a festival for their people, for the family, for the everyone, those who are waiting for their safe evacuation. So as we know, the rescue ops and evacs is extremely at the crucial juncture. We are at the last leg, and any moment we could hear the good news.
We hope to hear that good news, and believe me when I say that all of us are so deeply invested in the safe emergence of all of those 41 men. We join the families in praying at this point of time that all it's going to take is another couple of hours maybe before they come out. India Today is continuing to staying live on this. Remember, the 41 workers trapped in that tunnel in Uttarakhand faced another setback 24 hours ago after the auger machine, that giant tunnel boring machine, broke down. Its tools simply broke. Authorities turned to rat miners, a practice that is considered controversial, banned in some places, to help rescue the men who've been stuck since November the 12th. But who are these rat miners? What is rat mining? What is this procedure that's being used that has resulted in such dramatic progress towards the rescue? How will they help rescue the workers? Take a look at this report.
Unyielding debris forces colossal machines to retreat. Human hands take charge. An antiquated method of coal mining, particularly in the remote northeast, now utilized in one of the most challenging tunnel rescue operations in mountainous terrain. A team of rat miners has taken on the task, constructing a passage for the 41 trapped workers to crawl through. The method involves taking small shafts in earth, often only wide enough for a single miner to descend at a time.
ये बताइए, जो प्रोसेस है पूरा, आप लोगों का अंदर जाएंगे, बड़ा कठिन परिस्थिति है, किस तरह से काम करेंगे वहाँ पे?
मतलब जो एक फावड़ा लेके जाएंगे छोटा सा, जिसके लिए एक ठेली की जरूरत पड़ेगी। ठेली के उससे मतलब तसले में रख के उसका मिट्टी आएगी बाहर निकालने के लिए। कितना
बड़ा तसला रहता होगा वो, कोई आइडिया है क्या?
14 इंच का।
14 इंच का?
हाँ जी, 12 इंच का चलेगा।
अच्छा,
मतलब 800 का लाइन है। हाँ। इसलिए कोई बड़ा पाइप होता तो मतलब
बड़ा तसला ले जा सकते। तो एक बार में कितना मलबा तकरीबन आप उसमें रख पाएंगे, कोई आइडिया है अभी?
एक तसले में 6-7 किलो बनेगा। और कितना बनेगा?
6-7 किलो। 6 लोगों की टीम जो जा रही है वो किस तरह से काम करेंगे? वो क्या शिफ्ट में काम होगा? कौन तोड़ेगा, कौन मलबे को खींचेगा?
इसमें 2 आदमी हम पहले जाएंगे, जो तसला भर के ट्रॉली पे रखेंगे। ठीक है। बाकी 4 जने खींचेंगे। अच्छा। वो थकेंगे, फिर हम लोग 2 जाएंगे, अल्टरनेट करके जाएंगे।
शिफ्ट में काम?
हाँ, शिफ्ट में काम करेंगे।
Equipped with hand tools, the rat miners burrowing through a 2.5-foot pipe, thrusting into the debris, clearing the rubble manually. This comes after delays caused by mechanical drilling snags in the Uttarkashi tunnel. Employing multiple strategies simultaneously to safely extract the workers in the final but critical stage of the rescue. With Amit Bharadwaj and Ashutosh Mishra, Bureau Report, India Today.
It's the final lap of a 17-day rescue operation that we're talking about. And India Today has brought you updates on each and every one of these 17 days. This is what it has looked like. It's a story that has taken many, many twists and turns. But there is no doubt, viewer, that we are now on the threshold of a glorious climax, the victorious emergence of those 41 workers. Let's pray for all of them. Let's pray for those rescue workers who are risking their lives to bring the trapped workers out, hopefully, fingers crossed, tonight.